Are you ready to dive into some of American history's greatest and most perplexing mysteries through a bold new lens? Well, you're in luck. Hunting History with Steve Rinella premieres next week on the History Channel. Joining me now is the host and the executive producer, Steve Rinella. Steve, thank you so much for joining me. What a fun show this is. It must be so much fun to host and produce.
Oh yeah, thank you, and thank you for letting me come on and talk about it. And yeah, it was a great opportunity because it brought together all my interests. I've been a lifelong outdoorsman. I've been a writer for my whole career. I've dealt a lot in as a writer and researcher. I've dealt a lot in American history. So to have a chance to bring my interest in the wilderness and the outdoors into American history with the added, the added juice of mysteries was a really cool opportunity for me. And it was a ton of fun.
That's so fun. Was this your idea? Did you come up with this? How did it all, come about?
Well, I got some folks I work with. Our showrunner on the show has been a collaborator of mine for over a decade. We've worked on various projects. So no, it was very much a group effort in kind of refining and coming up with the concept, but then especially a group effort in identifying what we consider to be the 8 greatest mysteries that still have a lot of activity swirling around them, where new bits of information are coming forward, old bits of information are being revealed as fraudulent. So we found these things that are alive and breathing, mysteries that are still alive and breathing, and that's a group effort.
Yeah, it's so good. Can you give our viewers a little tease about, it's 8 episodes, some of the mysteries that you're going to be tackling this season?
Sure. So we look into mysteries that span a great bit of time. So we look into, for instance, the mystery of who was D.B. Cooper, and it's our only unsolved skyjacking in American history from the 1970s. We also go all the way back to the late 1500s and explore the mystery of the lost colony of Roanoke. And to give you a little background, at that time, late 1500s, you have France, Spain, England, all competing with each other to establish colonies in the New World. England brings over 117 colonists to make their first permanent colony. They drop them on an island in the Outer Banks of North Carolina. By the time anyone comes to check on them, several years goes by. They come back and they're all gone. The whole colony has vanished. And to this day, there's no satisfactory answer to what happened to that 100 plus people, where they went and what their fates were. So huge span of time, but again, they're all living, breathing mysteries where new evidence is emerging every year.
That's fascinating. And again, I was telling you off camera too, like, my grandparents told me about D.B. Cooper all the time. Like that was just, They lived in Seattle. So I knew that story, which was amazing. And do you think any of these cases, this new evidence, do you think any of them will be, solved in the future?
Yeah, man. That's a good question. At the end of, I don't want to spoil the end, but at the end of our Lost Colony of Roanoke episode, I kind of arrive at a position. Unfortunately, I arrive at a position that I don't know that we're ever going to be fully satisfied, because I don't think the answer is clean. I think there's probably a lot of unknown. There's a lot of uncertainty that will remain uncertain. With DB Cooper, I'm optimistic. Like I feel that's going to advance long, and I feel that someday we're going to have a definitive answer. And maybe that's a function of the timeline, right? Like it was the 1970s. There's people, like we were able to go and talk to people who were investigated. So in that case, I'm optimistic that something will emerge. And some of the other mysteries, like our understanding of them changes all the time because our perspectives change, right?
Yeah. That's so true. Okay, let me ask you this. I don't know if you're allowed to say. What do you think happened to D.B. Cooper? What's your honest opinion? Are you allowed to say that, or do people need to wait for the premiere?
Yeah, I do think, I always felt that my opinion going into it was that he died that night, mm-hmm. and didn't have a successful jump. And the reason we never found him is he was dead in the woods under some moss in the coastal rainforest. That was always my opinion. But after spending time, while we filmed the episode, I spent time with special forces soldiers and parachuters who've had, 14,000 jumps in their lifetime. And they really changed my mind about the survivability of what D.B. Cooper did. So I changed my mind there. But there's still some really big questions about what happened to the money. There's some money that was found. Where it was found really complicates the story. But there's, emerging technologies which let us analyze old evidence afresh. So I think that one's going to move along. We also investigated a missing plane in Alaska that went down in the 70s with two prominent political figures. I'm optimistic that one as well could find some resolution with emerging technologies.
Yeah, the technology today is crazy, and I bet, especially with your show bringing some new light to these cases, something might happen, which I'm excited about. Are there any mysteries, left that you're hoping to tackle possibly if there's a season 2? There's tons of unsolved, history things that people want solved.
Oh man, I got a stack of them, and working on this has really opened our eyes to a bunch more, because here we're engaging while researching and filming. We're engaging with dozens of citizen sleuths and academics and historians and archaeologists, and they're always saying to us, "Hey, do you ever hear about this?" And so, just a couple days ago, a friend of mine brought up one, and I kept thinking to myself while we're talking, I'm like, man, this would be a great episode of Hunting History. So we got a lot to vet. We went through to get to the 8. We vetted dozens. I mean, literally dozens of stories we vetted to find 8 perfect ones, and I have little doubt that we'll find another collection of perfect episodes.
I have no doubt. And the show's very fun, very exciting. I appreciate your time. It's such a fun show. I can't wait. It premieres. Hunting History with Steve Rinella premieres next week on the History Channel. Steve, best of luck. Great to meet you. Best of luck, my friend.
Yep. Tune in January 28th. Thank you.
Thank you.